There's some other good stories to talk about. Things, well, it's a 50-50 this week.
So which should we talk about first? The good,
Should we start
good or the bad?
Let's start with
the bad.
Yeah, let's get that out of the way, and we'll do a bad, we'll do a good.
That was not good.
You gonna tell anybody what was not good, or are you just gonna say it was not good? You can't even bring yourself to talk about it.
I'm pretty willing to try anything, and so this is probably right up there with like trying anything.
So we should start by saying that this is not a Nom Nom Paleo recipe.
This is not a Nom Nom Paleo recipe. The world has not gone off its axis.
Lisa does try things that are not, believe it or not, that are not Nom Nom Paleo. It doesn't happen a lot, but
well, it was filled in on
occasion.
on Real Plans for this week.
Wow,
and I
now
thought
nobody's going to buy Real Plans if this came from there.
But I think the average person would probably look at it and be like, no, I'm not going to make that, and hit the roulette button and pick something else.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and it did say optional behind this ingredient. So they were California burgers that had ground liver in them.
No, it didn't have ground liver. It had pureed liver in them.
Yeah, it said to put it in the food processor, so that's what I did. That was really disgusting. Like,
I mean, the process was disgusting, yeah.
It was, not, the whole thing was just not great.
So
and then
to draw a picture for all of you, imagine a raw liver, like you go to the store and you buy raw liver. Now imagine putting it in the processor where it's pureed. Your imagination is exactly what this looked like and smelled like, and you almost couldn't even stomach it. Just
and I love liver.
Yeah,
I love eating liver.
I do too.
We love liver pate. But this was something else. It was like something out of like a horror movie.
It was liquid liver.
It was, oh God, it was so disgusting. So then I proceeded to, mix it in with the ground beef because, hey.
That's what it said to do.
That's what it said to do. And I thought, and I like liver. And I thought, well, maybe it's just going to make it like really like, it's going to make like, it might just make the burgers like rich.
Yeah.
And that's what I was expecting. And it was awful.
It wasn't great. We have leftovers.
And by leftovers, that means everything except for like the one bite that I ate.
Yeah.
And then I went to the kitchen and had 2 pieces of American cheese and a Noosa for supper instead. Oh, and an apple.
But I will eat it because while it wasn't great, I can't bear to throw away.
It was disgusting. It was so awful.
And, and you said, we like liver and we like hamburgers, but eat them separately at their own time. Don't go mixing those together. And yeah, it was, I don't know. It's an interesting concept. I kind of feel like the recipe is out there. It's on meal plans. You can see this and you can make it. I think it's like that beer that I had where I absolutely hated it, but found out today 2 more people that really liked it and thought it was pretty good. So somebody out there the person who came up with the recipe, and we talked about Michelle Tam?
Yes.
Michelle Tam, Nom Nom Paleo, and her process. She has to make these dishes, multiple 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 times until you get it right where you want it, so you feel comfortable.
So should I work on this a little bit?
No, I'm saying that the person who developed this, they obviously enjoy it enough to the point that I hope it wasn't a joke. Like, let's see how many people I can get to make this horrible.
Oh my gosh, this person left it on their meal plan and bought groceries for it.
And they
Fool.
Yeah.
Oh, it was not good.
So I guess,
and you asked me too. You're like, well, did you have it with the onions and the tomatoes and the avocado? And I'm like, I had it with all that. Like, that was like, the smell was like making me like my brain was so confused because it smelled like a burger, but it also smelled like liver.
But the liver even smelled more livery than if you were to just eat like liver and onions. I don't know how that's possible. You'd think
Maybe
the beef would cut it down. I don't know. But yeah, it took on this like extra kind of pungent. It tasted like an old cheese or something.
Which meat should not taste like old cheese.
Meat in general should not. So that's another lesson for everybody. If you have meat that tastes like old cheese, you should probably not eat it. But here,
or send it to Mike because apparently he'll eat it.
I mean, I know it's not rotten though.
It's not rotten, no. And it's high protein.
And there's protein in it, so I'm gonna eat it. I mean, I can't throw away.
Bless your heart.
All of that.
This has happened. In the whole time, we've been together for what, 15 years?
Yeah.
In all of that time, I think I've had like 4 meals go like terribly wrong. And you always eat it.
I'll eat it.
Yeah. So, I feel like over like that time frame, that's not too bad.
No, I think you got a pretty good track record.
But this one, and there aren't a lot of times. There are times I don't necessarily like it. I'll choke it down or choke down some of it just so I'm like full because I spent time cooking this. And
yeah, hours.
But with this, I'm like, I had one bite and I'm like, no, and I had to get the plate like away from me.
Yeah.
I couldn't even smell it.
Couldn't even have it sitting there. Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe like the process leading up to it with the liver just like.
Well, and that might have been.
Just like, I was done. I'm like, this is disgusting.
I saw it after in the process, but I didn't see the whole grinding, mixing part of it. Maybe that turned you off a little bit. But so. What's the name of the recipe so we can warn all of our millions of listeners?
If you see a California burger recipe with liver in it, don't
even try.
Don't put the liver in it.
What?
I think it would have been good without the liver.
I mean, California burgers, aren't they normally made with turkey? So what if you did it with...
I think it's like avocado. Like they have avocado and tomato and onion on them. Because
I was thinking
California
if you
burger.
did like liver and turkey, maybe that would be better.
That sounds even worse because, oh, Mike.
We could try it. We could...
Let's not. Let's just have liver some night for supper.
Okay. And
then just burgers. So, yeah, that was...
What if we made a burger and then put the liver on top of it? Just like pan fry the liver instead of mixing it all together?
What if we do that and then put an egg on top of it, too?
I bet
that would be like a insane like protein burger.
I bet that would be okay. That would be better than what we had yesterday. To put the liver, slap the liver on top of the burger.
I don't think liver and the ground beef should ever intermingle again in one meal.
Probably not.
We'll just stay away from that. It was bad.
So that was the bad. If you couldn't tell, that one was the bad. But there's a good.
And this one is so like stupid simple that, yeah. I've made it before, but this is by far like the best. The new Ready or Not cookbook, the Nom Nom Paleo, Michelle has a really super simple recipe for kimchi. And this is, and I've made kimchi before, and a lot of them it's a lot of ingredients, but that's what I love about Michelle's stuff is it's super easy. It's just a few ingredients and it doesn't take very long. So, and this one actually, this is the first time I've made it with the, I can't remember what the Chinese flakes are called, the Chinese chili pepper flakes.
Crushed red peppers. You can get those from Pizza Hut.
But these are different.
Oh, they're different?
These are different. So, I can't remember what it's called. So, but yeah, it made all the difference. Made all the difference. So, yeah, I made the first batch last week, I think, on Sunday. And we cheated and had some early.
It wasn't quite ready, but I really wanted to try it.
But yeah, you had some from the top and I had some from lower down, and the stuff lower down was a little bit more fermented. But I mean, it's super easy because all it is, and I looked, and the recipe's only in the cookbook. It's not available online. So if you want the recipe for this or the cauliflower buffalo things,
yeah,
you have to get the cookbook.
Get the cookbook. It's worth it. Yeah, it's yellow. It looks like Hulk Hogan.
So it has, Not
that Hulk Hogan is yellow. Hulk Hogan's more of an orange color. But I'm saying his gear, his shirt and his bandana and his trunk, it's the yellow with the red letters. I didn't want to disparage Hulk Hogan by calling him yellow. He's not like he's afraid.
He's going to show up on our doorstep.
He might. That would be pretty cool, actually.
It would just need to happen when you're home, because I think I would be a little like.
That'd be weird.
Yeah, uncomfortable.
He's an odd duck.
So, so this, I think I like this recipe because it has, it doesn't have any, there isn't anything, so the vegetables in there it's just Napa cabbage and, some green onions and carrots, and then there's the sauce that you put on it. And I always mix, like, I do a lot of sauces in, like, salad dressings.
In a food processor with liver? You can make a sauce out of that. Can you ferment pureed liver?
I think we should maybe, I think people might be getting sick hearing about the liver. Like, literally, they might be getting sick.
Yeah, that's possible. But that makes it more fun.
So I do a lot of, like, the kimchi. The sauce has, like, some, the sauce that goes on it has, like, some ginger and the chili flakes and some other stuff that goes into it. And then it gets all blended up. And so I do that, and I do, like, salad dressings and the smaller batches of sauces in my NutriBullet. Yeah. My Magic Bullet. I love it for that because I don't have to wash, like, my huge Vitamix, which my Vitamix is great for smoothies and bigger stuff, like large quantities of stuff. Yeah. But I don't need to, like, get the big Vitamix all dirty to, like, make one batch of kimchi. Yeah. To make 2 quarts of kimchi. So, but yeah, we snuck some on Wednesday night, and I always hear of people having kimchi with scrambled eggs, and I'm like, well, that sounds kind of good, but it just didn't. I'm like, I don't know.
I used to do it all the time when I get the kimchi from Costco.
Really good.
Yeah.
I think do you like this kimchi better than the stuff from Costco?
I'll see when it's fully fermented, but yeah, the Costco stuff, I mean, I haven't seen it there in a long time, but it's okay, but it's cheap Costco stuff.
Yeah, so, yeah, speaking of cheap Costco stuff,
what goes in the kimchi that you make?
The vegetables, and there's, like, ginger and scallions. And
but what are the vegetables?
That's the carrots. I was saying the carrots, the Napa cabbage, and the green. The
I must have
greens.
Been preoccupied with technical things.
Oh, and red peppers.
Part of the conversation.
Yeah. There's red peppers in there too. So it's kind of nice because you get the heat from. Becky said, I just said. Yeah. You get the heat from the crushed chili powder, but then you get some of the sweetness from the carrots, so it's kind of nice. And there's quite a bit of ginger in there. Of course, there's fish sauce.
Of course, it's from the Hulk Hogan book. There's got to be fish sauce in it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's really good. So I picked up stuff the other night and have 2 more quarts going on the counter right now because that was really, really good.
Yeah, and easy, and it's good for you too.
Yeah.
Fermented foods are good for your belly.
So yeah, that was major success, and I've made kimchi before, and sometimes it's been like, oh, it's too fish saucy, or oh, it's way too much work because I have to go find daikon radishes, and then you have to, yeah, it's there's too many ingredients. This is so simple. So
yeah,
if I like, oh hey, we're running low on kimchi, I don't need to reference my book. I can stop at the grocery store and pick up the veggies I need, and we probably have everything else on hand.
Sure.
So. But yeah, it's really good. I have a couple other recipes and like sauce recipes of hers that I want to try.